Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very, very special edition of the Squared Circle here tonight. I'm Hollywood J. Williams along with John Zimmerman. And here we have with us from the PWA, trainer, yep. Mr. QUINT Johnson. How you doing?
Good. How you doing tonight? It's good to be here, guys. It's exciting. I'm one of the trainees down at PWA, so it's good to get out and just kind of show everybody what we're all about. So it's exciting, Got a show coming up and everything else. So have you guys heard about the show?
I heard about the show.
Yeah, we've been reporting on it.
Yeah, September 15th, the PWA Tough 8 tournament. So it should be pretty interesting. I mean, the whole show, as it's falling into place right now, is set to be a pretty stacked card. The Tough 8 tournament, a hardcore challenge, and then the tag titles are going to be defended by Nocturne, and actually a guest that I brought with me to kind of also explain a little bit about what's going to be happening on the show.
You've taken the summer off, and you're coming back. You're hitting the ground running.
That's right. Yeah, no better way to do it. Everybody has to go on vacation sometime, but now it's back to the grindstone, and it's time to rise and shine and make that thing happen.
I understand you've been training with our other guest, Buzz BLOODSAW. How do you guys match up? I mean,
the thing with the thing with Buzz is that his style is such, it's not to say hectic, but it's a little crazy, and you can't really match wits with somebody whose wits are here and then there and then over there and back again.
He's just all over the place.
Yeah, but it's what makes it interesting, and the dynamic of him and Nocturne. It's definitely something interesting to see a couple of face-painted guys go in there and stomp all over the place and go nuts. So it's a lot of fun.
And who else is in the tournament before we get to Buzz?
Well, I was thinking that we would let Buzz do a little breakdown. He's wrestled most of these guys before.
I see.
So I really wanted to, I figure, I could tell you a little bit about having seen them and, viewed them from outside the ring.
Yep.
But I thought it'd be a little more interesting to hear an insider perspective of a guy who's literally locked horns with almost more than half the tournament.
There we go.
So it should definitely be interesting to hear his thoughts and, opinions on the whole idea.
Well, let's get to Mr. Buzz BLOODSAW.
Yeah, so, all right. So, one thing I did do just to kind of keep this thing going, I mean, like I said, he's a little helter-skelter. So
is he?
I did ask some PWA fans to write in, and fortunately, we were able to have quite a few solid responses. So
always get great fan response.
Yeah, which is really important. So I guess I'll just read off the first one, and we'll see what his thoughts are. So, Buzz, in your opinion, what are your thoughts on the tournament itself? They also mentioned here that Pedro had said you might have been in the tournament had you not had a tag match already. Thoughts on that? And just kind of like a rundown of the guys you're going to end up facing. What are my thoughts on the PWA Tough 8 tournament? Well, first and foremost, let's address the fact that I'm not even in this tournament. Why? Well, two reasons, really. The first of which being I've got another match. I've already got somebody to beat up, so these fools get lucky. But the other reason why, and I don't know if you know this, the PWA has held 2 tournaments. 2. Count them. International title, and then the Lethal Lottery. Now, who won the PWA International Tournament 1 year ago? This guy. Ha! Who won the Lethal Lottery a few months ago? This guy. So of course they can't put me in. There's no fun in it anymore. I've already beaten them all up. Let's just give them a chance. And then when I'm ready, I'll come in and smack them around. Now, let's talk about who's in this tournament. Because I have, in fact, played with most of them before. So, first on the list, Azriel. Does he currently have the title? I think he does. Will he have it much longer? I don't think he will. Why? Because eventually I'll want to take my title back. One time I wrestled him. One time. And the thing with Azriel is, he's pretty good. Kicks hard, punches hard, does a lot of flips in the air. He's a real good contender. I just happened to be a little better that day. And probably would be again. But anyways, next on the list, Wes Draven, the master. He carries a sword. You might not know that. It's a real sword. Now, I've never wrestled him, but I've seen a lot of what he does. You see, I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid. I watch him. Now, Wesley Draven, I don't know that gravity actually matters to him. He leaps, he flies, he soars through the air, and he lands on you. He doesn't weigh a ton, but let's face it, nobody likes having somebody jump off the top rope, do a backflip, do a moonsault, and then kick you in the face. It's just not good for business. So, Wesley Draven. Next, Christian Frost. I have wrestled Christian Frost. He's another one. He's good. He's actually really strong. You might not think that by looking at him, but he is. And he's savvy. You see, he's savvy like a fox. His whole thing, he burns bridges. He likes chaos. I like that. I like that about him. Because he's willing to do what he needs to do to beat anyone. So you can't count him out ever. Christian Frost, looking pretty good for this. Now, Grim Reaper, obviously he's got some credentials. He's been around the world smacking people. I mean, his chops alone will make you bleed. Not to mention the fact that he really doesn't seem to care. He's willing to flip off of anything, land on you with his head, his legs, a splash, whatever. For criminy's sake, the guy's big thing is walking across the top rope, nothing to hold him, and then flipping over. Not even I do that. And let's face it, I'm crazy. Well, some people say I'm crazy. Anyways, not to mention the fact he recently had the title. He'll want it back. And he's coming for it. Now, Pedro, Juan, Don, Knees, the third, fourth, fifth, whatever he happens to be, he's a lineage type of person, I guess you could say. Pedro. Now, Pedro, the thing with him is, he's not the tallest at all. He's not the most muscular at all. He doesn't flip, or I don't even know that he can really throw a punch, to be honest with you. But the thing with Pedro is, he's smart. He's very, very smart. He's always got something cooking, and he's always got a way of making people do what he needs them to do. Of all the people I've seen in the PWA, you know, he's had interactions with almost everybody, and everybody's done what he wanted. Interesting. No? I think so. So, watch out for him, because whoever he's going up against is going to have to go up against more than just him, but whoever he's got working for him. Okay, now next on the list, Joseph von Schmidt, the German Hammer, the Red Knight of Germany, the German Juggernaut, the 6'5" gold collector, the man of 1,000,000 titles, the world record holder for eating the most schnitzel in one sitting, whatever he might be. He is good. Do not put anything past him. Last time there was a tournament around this time of year, I met him in the finals, and that guy, he beat me worse than anyone has ever beaten me up. Did I come out on top? Yes. But that's only because I'm okay with pain. This guy, when you watch him, when you see him hit somebody, that guy's going down because it really, really hurts. And it will hurt them that day. So watch. Now, this next guy, brand new. Only had a few renditions with the PWA. I'm talking about the 400-pound diesel fury of Wrecking Ball Legursky. He is massive. Okay? I'm pretty sure I checked the label on the back of his little get-up there. It's like a 9X. And he busts out of that thing. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know. Whoever he's getting in that ring with, You can't even let him hit you once, because when he hits you once, you go down. Be careful, whoever you are. And now, without further ado, I'm going to take my jacket off for this one. The final and most recent entry into the PWA Tough 8 tournament. A guy who I know, I almost want to say too well. Lucifer Lords. I don't know what it is about this guy. I've wrestled him more than anyone else that I've wrestled in the PWA. And I can't say that I've beat him every time. I wish I could, but the thing with him is, I don't know. It confuses me. You see, all these other guys I can talk about why they're good, what they have going, what you need to be ready for. But the thing with Lucifer Lords is he doesn't ever stick to the same game plan. What has he hit me with in the past? He's hit me with a 720 DDT. He's hit me with a split leg corkscrew moonsault to my face. He's hit me with knees to the face. He jumped. I was outside of the ring. He jumped off the ropes. He hit me with a 720 DDT to the floor. To the floor. How? I feel I'm fairly, cognizant, right? I know what's going on. And this guy always keeps me on my toes. Watch for him. Because he'll get out there and he'll hit you with whatever he needs to. And if he hasn't done it already, he'll figure it out. And he'll hit you with it. He's the only person who's beaten me for that international title clean. Watch for him. Because he's coming for all of you. And then Lucifer Lords. Don't worry. I'll come for you next. But anyways, we've talked a lot about them. Let's talk about what else is going on that night, because let's face it, we all know I'm not going to be home washing my tights. The house party. They want my title. They want my title. Can't have it. Why can't you have it? I won't let you have it. It's a stupid question to ask. Why would you ask that? But that's all right. The house party. Listen to me. I like you. I like your style. I'm a musical person myself. I don't know if you knew that. I have been known to mix in a few of my favorite tunes. So I like that you come out with the music and the dancing and the excitement and the blah, 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 blah. But it's not going to be enough. The killers of the community are only out for one thing. It's to beat you up. I'm not in the tournament, so the thing is, I have to take out what should have been 3 matches worth of me beating people around the ring, smashing faces, kicking teeth out, all of that into just one match with the 2 of you. So by my logic, that's 1.5 times the normal beating for each of you. Plus Nocturne is going to get in there. He's going to beat you up too. So you've each got 2 beatings, 2 full beatings coming to you that evening. So the house party, take your athletics, take your running and your diving and your strength. And get ready, because you're about to meet Crazy. And I got to tell you, Crazy versus Strong, Crazy wins.
Well, that being said, Buzz, since you're not in the tournament, who do you think's going to win? Since Buzz BLOODSAW isn't in the tournament, what's your prediction? Who's going to take home the Tough 8 trophy?
Since Buzz BLOODSAW is not in the tournament, who will win? I have no idea. You think I look like a man with answers? Come on, look at me. Realistically, do I seem like I know what's going on all of the time? Really, people. But who do I have my money on? You see. Who do I most want to see get beat up in the future? That's a tough one. Lucifer Lords I hope you get a chance to win that title. You know what? I lied. I hope you get all the way to the semifinals and then you get smacked around. Because ultimately, I don't care if you have the title or not. I'm coming for you, and I'll probably get in a lot less trouble if I cripple you without a belt around your waist.
I got a question for you, sir. What does it mean to be the American Gothic gone wrong?
I like this question. What does it mean to be the American Gothic gone wrong? Well, the thing about the American Gothic is that it's the ideal. It's what you want. It's the happiness. It's the sunshine, the spring, the trees blooming, the flowers in the front yard, the white picket fence, and the dog with a stupid little bell around its neck. But the thing is, when was the last time you ever saw that happen? Better question is, what happens when that doesn't happen? Not everybody gets to do the same things as everybody else. Not everybody gets to really explore the potential within them. Some people are pushed down. And when they get pushed down, they get upset. And when they get upset, they push back. But the thing is, society is bigger, and they push harder. So society pushes you down. And now eventually, you find yourself at a point where you don't get any lower. There's nowhere else to go. The only thing that you can do is snap. And when you snap, things start to change for you. And when things start to change for you, you start fighting for what you want. You take everything that you are, everything in your life that has gone wrong. Every time you sat at home and you didn't eat, or maybe your dad decided today was the day to strap you into a chair. Whatever that day might be, you take that and you remember it. And eventually, it sticks in your head to the point where you can't forget it. And then any person who gets in the way of what you want, anybody who stands between you and the goals, who's on the other line of the sand that you want to cross, you let them remember your memories too. You let them feel what it's like to be strapped down into a chair. You let them know what it's like to be hurt in a way that doesn't kill you. Because when it doesn't kill you, it doesn't always make you stronger. Sometimes, it's just enough to take your mind and switch it all up on you. That's what it means to be the American Gothic gone wrong. It means when you want anything, the top hats, the vests, the nice ties, sometimes things go a little weird. You go wrong, and that's okay. So let's see now. This question is kind of a, I guess a historical question for you. This person would like to know, when exactly did BLOODSAW become BLOODSAW? When did Buzz BLOODSAW become Buzz BLOODSAW? I remember the day. I remember everything. I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday. I was barely 13. And I killed a boy with my bare hands. I don't remember if I smashed his face or I broke his back, but I do remember that it wasn't at all easy. It took every bit of my strength and the precise angle from which to strike. I don't remember if I smashed his face or broke his back, but I do remember that it filled my soul, and I heard this voice like a horny angel. My hands bled for about a week afterwards, and the blood was dark and rich. The blood on my hands was dark, very red. But I was able to think things and hear things that I had never heard before. So I took my hands and I smashed them against the wall. I smashed them against the floor. I smashed them against the body of a varsity cheerleader. I smashed them against the hood of a car. I smashed him against a 1981 Harley Davidson. My hands howled in pain, but my soul howled in heat. Oh. So I crept up the stairs to my parents' bedroom. Mommy and Daddy were sleeping in the moonlight. Slowly I cracked open their door and creeped along the shadows till I was at the foot of their bed. Then I raised my hands high above my head, and just as I was about to bring them crashing down upon the center of the bed, my father woke up screaming, "Stop! Wait a minute! Stop it, boy! That's no way to treat the people you love!" And I said, "Oh, damn it, Daddy! I want to love you, but it just feels so good to be the BLOODSAW!" Oh, yes. Oh, I remember. At least I think I do. Pretty sure. Maybe I just heard that somewhere. I don't know.
Is Buzz BLOODSAW your real name?
Is Buzz BLOODSAW my real name? I don't think so. It's been so long. Who can really remember? I mean, if you didn't have somebody calling you by name every day, would you remember? Or would you forget who you were? And just think about who you must be when you look in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I see this. This looks like BLOODSAW to me. But what is BLOODSAW? I can give you that much. You see, Buzz BLOODSAW is what they had to call me. What else do you call something like this? What else do you call the person who just is there to hurt you? The person who really does genuinely enjoy watching your face fill with pain. You see, when you take a chainsaw to a log of wood, it becomes sawdust. When you take any saw to anything, it changes. What do I turn people to? I turn them to bloody messes of themselves. So what kind of a saw must I be? I must be this wild, tool of destruction. I must be a bloodsaw. And when you hear enough voices in your head telling you that that's the truth, it just buzzes in your brain. So I must be the Buzz Bloodsaw. And you can call me that and I'll answer. Because that's what I feel like. It's what I like to do. It's what I like to be. I am the Bloodsaw, whether or not it is my real name.
Exactly what is the meaning of the term killers of the community? And what is your relationship with Nocturne?
Killers of the community? What does it mean? What does it sound like it means? You see, normally you've got pillars of the community, people who are citizens sucked into these norms, these ideas, these concepts that hold up the paradigms and virtues of the things that hold people like me down. Let's face it, I don't look like everybody you see ever. So would these pillars of the community help me out? No. So they stand between me and what I need. So naturally, I became the opposite. A killer of the community. I might not have anything against you, but maybe you could stand to gain by what I like to do. You see, the thing with me is I stand for everybody. I might not be a pillar and I might be a killer, but the thing is am I looking out for your needs? Maybe. And as far as Nocturne, let's face it, Nocturne and I are both kind of based on a little bit of intimidation. We paint our faces, we get weird, we like it that way. So why wouldn't we get along? You see, what I like about Nocturne is he's almost as crazy as I am, just in a very different way. So even if you might know what I might be thinking, which I doubt, because I don't even know, maybe he has something else. So he gets in the ring with you. What's better than that? How do you stop fire and gasoline? Not easily. That's why we are the most lethal tag team in the PWA. So anybody who thinks they might want to come after us, are you a firefighter? Because if not, we're probably going to burn you to the ground.
Well, definitely some interesting comments from Mr. Buzz Bloodsaw, Mr. Quint Johnson here. Again, the date, the time, the place.
That would be September 15th, 2013. The St. Sebastian Club, 86 Father Salemi Drive in Ansonia, Connecticut. Doors open at 2 o'clock p.m. Bell time is 2:30 p.m. Any information that you're looking for, you can find it on Facebook, Pro Wrestling Academy CT, or just go right to the website, www.prowrestlingacademyct.com, and everything's up there. One other quick thing that I wanted to mention, which I think might be interesting to some people, there is going to be another youth program beginning soon. Over the summer, we did run a youth program. We had a lot of great kids come in, train. I mean, just awesome development. The things that kids can do blows my mind away. But, you know, they did a really great job, so we're going to try to bring it back in the fall. So if you want more information on that, you can also see the websites, sign up directly through there. We also have a newsletter to keep yourself informed on shows, who's coming around, and more information on programs and training that we offer at the school. So again, ProWrestlingAcademyCT.com. Check it out.
Thank you to Quint Johnson. Thank you to our special guest, Buzz Bloodsaw.
And thank you for tuning in tonight.
On this wonderful Labor Day special.
Yep. Good night and good luck.